Alrighty guys, this one is Color Splash, and for this one we're going to use the latest version of Polarr. Okay, so what we're going to do is come up here and we're going to click on latest version, and that's going to open up the new one. Okay, so now we just navigate to open photos, and you want to pick a photo with a very large focal point with a lot of contrast. That's going to be easy to use. Okay, I'm going to use this one right here. This is just a sunflower picture that I took. And what I like about this one is there's a lot of contrast between the yellow and the blue. All right. So for this assignment, what we're going to do is learn how to use the brush. And so we're going to come right over here to the brush tool. All right. So we're going to open that up. Now this defaults to -50. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back to 0, but that's totally up to you and you can change this later. But what we do want to do is come down here to saturation, and we're going to turn this all the way to -100. All right. So if you come down to the bottom, you'll see your brushes. Okay. So this is your brush palette. So you have your brush hardness. Okay. So you can either be really hard or really soft. I'm going to go to hard right now. And you have this one, which is your edge aware. You can turn that off and on. I want to have it on right now. And then this is your eraser, and I'll show you how to use this in a bit. So for this, what we're going to do, and this one right here, actually, I forgot to show you this. This one controls the size of your brush. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to make my brush a little bit bigger. You can see how it changes sizes. And what I'm going to do, since I have my edge aware on, is anything that's in red is going to be desaturated. So that's kind of cool because it's kind of hard to see because I have my exposure turned down, but I'm blowing away the blue. And what's kind of cool about the edge aware, because I have a lot of contrast between my yellow and my blue, my edge aware is picking up the edges of my sunflower, which is pretty neat. Okay. So what we want to do is go all the way around the sunflower. And what we can also do is zoom in and make our brush really small. All right. So the way I usually like to do these is I start with a small brush. So I'll come down here, make my brush small, and I'll zoom in and get real close and go all the way around. Okay. You don't want to have any color around there. And then when I'm done, I'll go to my big brush. And since we don't want to waste any time, we'll just go ahead and get rid of the stuff. So it doesn't matter to me what order you do this in. As long as it's nice and clean, it's totally cool. Okay. And so just take your time, kind of get into this. So what happens if you goof up? Okay. So what happens if we go, crap? So now this is like desaturated, and I don't want that because that's my focal point. Not a big deal. We're going to come down here to the eraser. And what we're going to do is just bring that yellow back. So I'm going to make my brush a little bit smaller and come back in here. The aware is really helpful with this. We'll make it even smaller and come back. So take your time with this. Okay, this is not one you can really hurry through and do a good job. I'm going to turn my eraser off. It looks like I missed some over here. And just, yeah, get into it, relax, have fun, listen to some music. The key to this one is picking a good picture to start with. Okay, so with this Polarr, you only get one download per day. So I would do a screen capture. And when you do a screen capture, make sure that you do a nice clean job. You may have to edit your screen capture or crop it because we don't want any extra stuff in there, or just be really careful. All right, so I hope you guys like this one. Have fun, and I'll talk to you later.